Hanoi is not only famous for its traditions and modern beauty, it's also well known for several craft villages which sit on the edge of the city. Sitting just 20 kilometers north of central Hanoi, the village of Tiet Ung has become known as a bastion of wood carving, with furniture and ornamental products exported throughout the world. The village streets are lined with workshops full of wooden products, from a small smiling Buddha to a pig with a cheeky grin, which, I'm told, is thought to bring luck to its owner. Other wooden creations include small dishes decorated with carved dragons, a wooden clock in the shape of a fish, and a small wooden boat. Just off the village's main street is this quiet courtyard with a banyan tree and a temple where locals pray to their wood-carving ancestors, who they believe brought the craft to the village. These men are all craftsmen and members of the village's wood-carving association, and are passionate about the craft and its history in the village. This temple is dedicated to the ancestors who brought wood carving to the village, and it's not known exactly how old the building is. And these men around me are senior wood carvers from the village and the custodians of this rich tradition. I'm told a man came to the village, which was then a small agricultural town, about 500 years ago, and through wood carving has helped the village prosper. The temple is lined with certificates of merit given to the village by Hanoi City, and last year were officially recognised as one of the city's craft villages for their talents in wood carving. In the 17th century, under the Nguyen dynasty, many of the village craftsmen were invited to the royal palace to carve furniture for the king. 80-year-old Dong Te Hien is the 24th generation of Dong Na Fei from the 17th century Nguyen dynasty, and is charged with guarding certificates given to the village by the then king. He's offered to show me these certificates, which are some of the village's prized possessions. Behind a stone wall, a courtyard opens up full of trees with a temple. Hien keeps the certificates in a special box, and the paper certificates, although tearing at the edges, still hold the emperor's seal. These certificates, passed down through the generations, proudly signify the village's reputation for wood carving. One of the village's leading craftsmen, Do Van Mui, has invited me to his house, where he runs a small wood carving centre. His property is full of bonsai plants and rare birds, and there are 3 men hard at work carving wooden statues. Mr. Moy tells me they can create objects from the smallest pieces of wood to enormous wooden blocks. These men carve quickly, with natural skill, and use a range of tools with an automated precision learnt from years of practice. This block of wood has been transformed into an extremely detailed lizard climbing across a leaf, which comes to life with the timber's natural grain and fine carving. carvers have at least 30 tools, ranging in size and shape, made from steel with a wooden handle. Most are kept razor sharp, and their use requires the full attention of the craftsman. An advanced carver needs 3 sets of these tools, which number up to 100 tools in total, and include the wooden mallet used to strike them. Statues of Buddha are some of the most common carved statues produced here and are crafted with fine detail. Although this looks like the work only for a skilled hand, Mr. Moy assures me he can give me some expert tips so I too can craft a beautiful object. Patience is the key with this type of craft work, and Mr. Moy instructs me to follow swift, fluid movements with an even amount of pressure along the lines he draws for me in chalk. The fine chisels allow you to take off only a small amount of wood and create lines which will form the shape of the final piece, but this needs the foresight of a skilled craftsman.
It takes a lot of patience and vision to be able to create these kind of carvings, and my mentor Mr. Moy says it would take me about a year to create this object under his supervision.
There is a fantastic range of wood carvings created in the village, which focus on natural scenes and icons of Buddhism, and all are made to an extremely high standard. Mr. Moy tells me the skill involved in forging a Buddhist statue is most important when creating the eyes and chiseling an otherworldly expression. I've also noticed several carved turtles, which are a symbol of longevity, luck and happiness in Vietnam, and are a popular gift. Tiet Ung's collective spirit of wood carving is evident everywhere in the village, and visitors can soak up this atmosphere, hearing the sounds of mallets pounding and the smell of freshly cut wood throughout the village.
Ủa, từ túi á.